Hello friends, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a fascinating anime story about a young man named Arisu, a rich but lonely boy whose only joy came from listening to a radio show hosted by a girl named Apollo. But suddenly, she disappears, leaving Arisu desperate to find her. What will he do? How far will he go to uncover the truth about Apollo? Let's find out. Our story begins at Furine School, which has recently become co-educational. In the classroom, the homeroom teacher gives a speech to impress the new students, advising the boys to be kind to the girls. Scoffing at the speech, Arisu stands up and boldly interrupts, saying that the teacher's speech sounded like nonsense and needed to be redone. Confused, the teacher asks Arisu to introduce himself. Seizing the opportunity, Arisu confidently tells his classmates that he is the heir to the Yamabuki Group, essentially Japan's very own Elon Musk, ready to take the country to new heights. He adds with a wink that he is 99% perfect, and to reach 100%, he needs all the girls to say, "I love you," to him. The boys in the classroom are shocked. "Oh my god, bro," one mutters. "No way," another replies. After his audacious introduction, all the boys gang up on him, warning that his behavior will scare the girls away. But Arisu just smiles calmly, explaining that being extra is what actually attracts attention. Suddenly, a bubbly tomboy approaches him, claiming she knows the Yamabuki family is incredibly wealthy, and announces that she wants to be his girlfriend. Arisu, however, flatly rejects her, claiming he has other pressing matters and that it's time for him to use the bathroom. Meanwhile, the boys reveal to the girls that Arisu is searching for someone he has been longing for since his second year, a girl he has never seen in person, only heard on the radio. Arisu moves from classroom to classroom, trying to locate his mysterious Apollo by her voice. He recalls his lonely nights, listening to Apollo's radio show and imagining the perfect love story, one far more dramatic than any anime romance he had ever seen. And then, suddenly, a girl sneaks up and whispers, "I love you," in his ear. Arisu is immediately flustered, his thoughts spinning. He demands to know who she is, but she simply reminds him that break is over and he still hasn't gone to the washroom. Returning to the mess hall, Arisu reflects on the girl's voice. Could this be Apollo? He isn't sure, since he only heard her voice distorted through the phone. Determined to find her, he recalls everything he knows about Apollo, her age, her dream to attend an all-girls school near the ocean, and deduces that the only school fitting the description is Furine. So here he is, trying to get closer to Apollo by enrolling in the school's boys section. At last, Arisu reaches the broadcasting room, hoping to finally see Apollo. But instead of finding her, he is greeted by four ambitious girls, Rika Inohana, Shinobu Yuzuki, Nene Himkawa, Iko Karino, each with her own dreams. Shinobu wants to become an anchor. Iko is aiming to be a VTuber. Nene dreams of becoming a voice actor, and Rika hopes to be a singer. Arisu is immediately overwhelmed by the sheer energy and ambition of the group. As the girls tease him about his earlier "I love you" speech, Arisu nervously explains that he is not here for romance, he is searching for Apollo. However, the girls misunderstand his intentions, joking that he looks like a creep. Arisu clarifies that he is serious about finding someone important to him. To gain their cooperation, he promises to provide the club with new equipment to improve their sound quality. Impressed, the girls agree and collectively tell him, "We love you." Arisu panics, remembering the "I love you" he once shared with Apollo, and flees, determined to focus on his mission. The next day, Arisu observes the girls closely, collecting notes on their personalities and behavior. He watches Shinobu as she practices lines for the morning broadcast, noting her precision and dedication. She is the vice president of the student council and treated like royalty by the other students. Arisu is impressed but also critical, pointing out small mistakes to push her to improve. Outside the room, Arisu notices Nene engrossed in a manga. He recalls that Apollo also loved this manga, strengthening his belief that one of these girls could be her. He analyzes her gestures and interactions, watching as she cosplays and voices a heroine, only to mess up lines. Arisu wonders if Nene has special quirks, but quickly realizes he is still far from finding the real Apollo. Suddenly, Iko surprises Arisu, causing him to tumble down the stairs. She is the tech support for the broadcasting club and maintains a popular streaming channel for her otaku fans. While frustrated by her casual approach, Arisu reflects on Apollo's dedication. She would never cut corners and always pursued her dreams with determination. Later, Shinobu begins her broadcast, performing poorly. Arisu can no longer contain himself and hijacks the microphone, lecturing the girls on the mediocrity of the club and pushing them to do better. Just as he is about to make his point, he is pushed out of the room by the very girls he is trying to help. Then, for the first time in years, Apollo herself goes live on the broadcast. She tells Arisu that when she said, "I love you," on the radio, she truly meant it. Arisu's heart races. Will he finally find Apollo? Will he uncover the mystery behind the voice that has haunted him for so long? And that's where our first episode ends. Stay tuned for the next part to see if Arisu finally reconnects with Apollo, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep following this story.